Should we watch the little Platinum Hour video actually, guys? I've been wanting to watch this for a long time. I never really got to do it because we've been playing so much other stuff. But Platinum Hour came up with a new video talking about like some WoW, some Northrend lore, which I really like. It's called the Zone Lore Exploration. Let's see. Oh!
All life must end.
Ooh, shoot.
Very soon, we are going to take our first steps into Wrath of the Lich King Classic and rediscover the continent of Northrend once again. Across the various zones of this expansion, there are fascinating landmarks, interesting characters, dangerous enemies, and poop quests. Good lord, why are there so many poop quests?
True.
So let's begin our safari and learn
Actually.
about all these little details you never knew existed.
Oh, I love Wrath, man. Wrath for me. Oh my god, I don't want to interrupt this. Oh, I love Wrath, guys. It's so nostalgic for me, man. All my friends played WoW. We hung out on Skype every single day. It was such a good time, man. Howling Fjord, guys. Oh my god, it's the good old days, guys.
For many
It's the good old
players,
days.
their first steps in Northrend will begin in the Howling Fjord.
Yep, that's
the
what I
main
did.
enemy players will be facing are the gargantuan Vrykul.
Yeah, they remind me a little bit of my own people, the Danishmen, you know? Up here in the north, guys. This is how the average Dane looks like. Yep.
Blood will be my war paint.
These Vikings have existed ever since the very foundation of Azeroth as Iron Creations. But after the Curse of Flesh,
got cursed, yeah.
they attempted to stave off this curse by going into stasis for tens of thousands of years. It didn't work. But the Vrykul were pulled out of stasis by the Scourge at the beginning of the expansion.
Jeez.
Within the fortress called the Shellerbjorn, we can discover the Vrykul being pulled out of their long slumber, including their king named Ymron, who is being awoken
that's the
by
boss
his
in the
wife
first dungeon,
named
right?
Queen Angerboda. And we kill her, but before we can kill the king in his stasis, the Lich King shows up and goes,
Ooh.
Not yet, Ymron. I have other plans for you. You will serve me better within Utgard Pinnacle.
Yeah.
And if these insects survive to find you again, you will get the chance to avenge your wife.
I love the fact that like Arthas is a continuous presence in the leveling process of Wrath. I think it's so cool that he's constantly there, right? In Dragonblight, like he said there at the quest in like the big the citadels and stuff like that, he's always there, and it's so cool. Like you can constantly feel like you're in his territory, right? I love that. I think it's super dope. Yeah, he pops up in every zone, exactly. And then there's the dungeon in the Halls of Reflection where like, you know, where like he's like following you with that wall. I think it's sick, man. I love it.
you'll come to discover
It's
the
dope.
Lich King showing up and shaking his fist angrily at you happens like a dozen times on your journey to level 80.
You can attack him, yeah.
For Alliance
Bling, bling.
players, they'll make their first landing in the town called Valgard, which is constantly being assaulted by the recently awoken Vikings. Now, the town of Valgard has an interesting past, because it was originally planned to be a large port town during the development of Classic World of Warcraft, which is revealed in the Classic WoW Collector's Edition DVD, but of course, that never came to fruition.
They had so, like, when you think about it, the Classic WoW, like Vanilla WoW, the initial like ambitions for that game was so high. Like it even was really big, but like they had so much more planned for it that never got released, right? Like Karasan was supposed to be in Vanilla, like Outland was supposed to be there as well. There are so many things, man. It's crazy. It was very ambitious, yeah.
For Horde players, they'll fly into the fortress called Vengeance Landing, where the Forsaken are wiping out shipwrecked Alliance sailors. And really, there's nothing remarkable about this place. But do you know what is remarkable? This elevator. Howling Fjord is an amazing zone because it is the zone with the most public transport.
Frosty! What's up?
Shame they chose the dogshit route of throwing WC3 characters as bosses until they ran out and turned to pandas.
Okay, to be fair to Blizzard though, I know a lot of people hate on the pandas in Mob, but pandas were in Warcraft as well, okay? It's not like they suddenly just invented pandas, okay? They were there in Warcraft 3 as well, okay, brother? I know a lot of people don't like the pandas, but they were there, okay? They were there.
Transportation in all of Azeroth. We got 5 different giant elevators, a boat, 2 zeppelins, these things, and a giant rideable turtle. More on that later. And there's just something about public transportation and MMOs that just makes the game so cozy to me. And I really think we need to add more of it. I'm talking commuter buses in Orgrimmar,
That's true, Frosty, that's true.
Cable cars in Stormwind, gondolas in Zuldazar, and... Oh. Got so carried away, I almost forgot about these 2 other elevators in Balgoon's dig site. This location is interesting because this giant Titan statue was changed after the beta for Wrath of the Lich King.
Really?
Originally, this Titan forged giant...
Dude, he's at a rock concert. Look at him, man. He's blasting out.
Was doing the devil horns with his fingers. But after the official live release of the game, it was changed to a Shaka Bra sign.
Yeah, so now he's doing that one instead. Yeah, wicked, bruh.
Unknown reasons.
So when I call out Shaka Bra, look up and give the camera a nice Shaka Bra. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready to do some zipping?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you say zipline.
Zipline.
Wow. That's real.
Shaka Bra. All right, nice zip.
Well, how was it, Cartman?
Wicked.
Totally fucking stupid, dude.
On the shores of the fjord, we can find a special ship called the Sister Mercy. Aboard the boat is a skeleton crew of pirates who were cursed after they attempted to steal a shield from Fengr that disgraced at the Vrykul dig site called Shield Hill. What's special about this ship is it's a unique model that is never used anywhere else in game. And you can also board the ship when it pulls up to this small little island.
Oh, really?
The staircase kind of just phases into existence.
Damn.
So technically, I guess we can add this ship to our list of public transportation. You also help the pirates in a quest called Sorloth's Booty, where you have to kill this giant elemental. Now, are they talking about the elemental's booty or pirate booty that he has?
Jesus!
You can decide that for yourself. And speaking of pirates, on the nearby island called Scalawag Point, we can find my new favorite pirate
a brick
that represents half of the Horde player base.
Okay.
It's Silvermoon Harry.
What?
Now you see, Silvermoon Harry is a human who is obsessed with blood elves, and we can...
Oh, dude. It's like... Okay, yeah, I get the... Okay.
see this with his lovely dress and his tent decorations. Harry even has a girlfriend named Alanya, who he will only talk to if she wears a blood elf mask.
No shot! He's like a literal, like, Coomer, bro. Oh my god.
Silvermoon Harry would later return in the Battle for Azeroth expansion.
No shot. I had no idea that was even a thing.
Establishing Fort Victory for the Alliance, with the assumption that he would be working with blood elves. Instead,
that is hilarious.
It was blood trolls.
Oh! Well, rip that guy.
Over here at Westguard Keep, we have a rare case of the Alliance being the bad guys. This is one.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Horde are the good guys, you know, let's be honest here. The Horde never did anything wrong. They are just, you know, living off the land, and then the Alliance came in and assaulted all the Horde players, and it was a bad time. Like, it's rough being a Horde player out here, okay? Misunderstood.
Of the only locations where we have an Alliance-controlled Zeppelin that was stolen from a goblin named Harrowmeister.
Harrowmeister.
In chains, the goblin is forced to yell out the schedule for the ship, called the Lady Lug.
What the hell, man?
Where does it travel to? Nowhere. Literally nowhere. It just goes in a giant circle over this glacier. Does anyone want to tell the Alliance that we are in a life or death war with the Lich King, and maybe going on cute little sightseeing trips is not the best idea right now? Well, thankfully in the War Crimes book, Miser is broken out of his imprisonment and uses his Zeppelin to help in the process of breaking out Garrosh Hellscream from his trial.
What a gamer! Garrosh did nothing wrong. Hi, Tavelo!
Down below the crust of the earth, we can find one of the dark secrets of the Howling Fjord. Whisper Gulch is a haunted excavation site that has driven the dwarven miners insane.
Oh.
Within the gulch, you can hear such whispers as, "They're coming for you. You are upon in forces unseen.
Oh shit.
There is no escape. Not in this life, not in the next." One would assume that these are whispers from the old gods, specifically Yogg-Saron. But these whispers could also allude to the evil mastermind called the Jailer in the Shadowlands expansion, who has meticulously planned many events in the Warcraft universe. Perhaps this was all planned from the... these whispers are incredibly vague, and you could say they came from anyone. Okay, let's just talk about the Tuskar.
Okay, yeah, let's move on, please.
Tuskar are one of the more peaceful races you'll find in Northrend. They typically section themselves off into tribes containing multiple
thank you for the prime, thank you.
families and spend most of their time fishing from the sea and surviving in this hostile cold climate.
Okay.
They engrave intricate carvings on their tusks to display the family they came from or the great deeds they have accomplished.
Tuskars.
Also, all Tuskar have mustaches. Yes, even the females. But there are no female models in-game. So we found out about the mustachioed female Tuskar in the Folks and Fairy Tales of Azeroth book. But here's the deal. There are female Tuskar voice lines in the game right now, but they're never actually used in the game, which is a shame because this voice actress, she is giving it her all.
Let us trade for our prosperity. I have much to offer. Oh, your coin is valuable even out here.
The gods we know the Tuskar worship are called Teyutka, who's a female spirit and is the goddess of shelter. Islaruk, who is the god of war, that's an eagle. And Oachinoa was the goddess of wisdom. Now, Oachinoa is a giant sea monster players can summon in the quest conversing with the depths. He's assumed to be a wild god, and really the only Tuskar god we see in-game.
That would actually be a good sub-alert. We need to change up the sub-alerts soon, guys. We have the same sub-alerts for so long.
But the final god I want to talk about is named Karkut, who's the god of death. Now, in the next expansion, we know the Tuskar are returning in the Dragon Isles, and this god of death would be a perfect way to naturally slide in Shadowlands lore into the greater universe of Warcraft. Will this actually happen, or will Blizzard just flat out ignore all of the lore that they have built up in Shadowlands and pretend like it doesn't exist? Time will tell. Other than that, there isn't that much depth to the Tuskar that is interesting. But like I said, in the next expansion, Dragonblight, the Tuskar will return.
Is there an Otter Mount in retail? That looks so cool.
With female Tuskar. And hopefully we get some more interesting lore about them.
Okay.
But that's for another time. So, let's take this giant turtle over to our next zone called Dragonblight.
Okay. Jeez! God damn! Holy cow! That's blasting! Ooh, Dragonblight is a cool zone.
Dragonblight is one of the zones within Northrend with an extensive history.
I like this zone.
Probably one of the more significant and haunting locations is the Forgotten Shore.
I like it.
Quick little backstory here.
Okay.
After the zombies infected Stratholme, Arthas killed all of them, and then
this quest is really cool. This mission is really cool in Warcraft 3. I like this a lot. Like you're running around, like destroying the city, and then Mal'Ganis is like following you around, trying to like, disrupt you. It's really cool.
Mal'Ganis shows up and says, "Hee follow me to Northrend." Arthas responded by saying,
"I'll hunt you to the ends of the earth if I have to. Do you hear me? To the ends of the earth!" And
he meant it. He traveled to Northrend with a small army of soldiers. Now, originally in Warcraft 3, Arthas landed in Howling Fjord. During Wrath of the Lich King, it was changed to Dragonblight instead. He spent some time killing Scourge and Northrend looking for Mal'Ganis, but an emissary from Lordaeron showed up, telling Arthas that his mentor Uther and his father...
Arthas, please come back. Love you, Uther, and your dad.
King Taranis Menethil are ordering him and his men to return home.
No one orders me around. I will be twice the king my father was.
Okay.
And 3 times the dancer.
Oh!
I take my leave of
Damn!
Goodbye.
Arthas' soldiers wanted to go home because they felt like they were kind of just wasting their time in this frigid hellscape. But Arthas was so obsessed with stopping Mal'Ganis that he hired mercenaries to destroy the ships they arrived in,
he went
leaving
crazy.
them stranded in Northrend. Then Arthas and his men showed up, accused the mercenaries of doing this by their own free will, and killed them all. This is just one of the many...
That is... Dude, Arthas went insane, man. He hired mercenaries to stop the boat so his people couldn't go home, so they were forced to follow him in his mission. And then he got his men to kill the mercenaries that he hired. What? He is like blinded by rage so hard. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dubious acts Arthas committed in his downward spiral to becoming the Lich King. Arthas would later abandon his men in Northrend, leaving them to suffer a slow, agonizing demise.
Look at the way he runs back. I love it. It was a bunny.
When we return to the Forgotten Shore, we can now see that it's populated by the haunted ghosts of Arthas' army, who, even in undeath, are trying to desperately return home.
Oh, that's sad.
Why doesn't anyone want to ride on the same boat with me? It's not like I plan on burning the boat or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll burn the boat.
It's cool that there's like Galakron's remains in Dragonblight as well. This zone is so cool.
As most of you know, Dragonblight is the focal point for dragons. This sacred land is where all dragons travel to instinctively to die, which explains the plethora of bones that surround the zone. Surrounding the Wormrest Temple are 5 different dragon shrines, representing the 5 different flights. The Bronze Dragonflight Shrine is a warm oasis that is a preserved pocket of a past time in Northrend's history, when it had a sunny and warm climate. Here we can find the Bronze Dragonflight in an endless fight with the Infinite Dragonflight. At the Green Dragon Shrine, Ysera be sleeping. At the Azure Dragon Shrine, there's a powerful font of arcane power.
Oh, I hated this zone. This part of Dragonflight sucked, the one with those...
Ruby Dragon Shrine, there's a large crimson oak in the middle that was formed by a single drop of Alexstras's blood that melted into the snow. And lastly, we have the Obsidian Dragon Shrine, which is my favorite because, well...
That's cool.
Have you ever actually been in here before? It's crazy. This place is gigantic, and pretty much just a bunch of reused assets from Ragefire Chasm, but still, it's an entire sprawling dungeon in the open world that, honestly, I never knew even existed. There's also these magma pillars, but they, kind of just look like poop.
Yeah, that looks really weird.
Here in Winterguard Keep, the Alliance are in the front lines of combat against the Scourge in their
Flying Death Fortress,
called Naxxramas, that has barely...
It looks a lot smaller than it really is, right? Like, if it was the actual size, this has to be like 10 times the size, man. Like, jeez.
Changed since we saw it in Classic. Leading the charge is High Commander Halford Wormbane. He is the 7th Legion High Commander, former Knight of the Silver Hand, an overall badass.
It's Platinum
While deployed in Winterguard Keep, he soon learned that spies from the Cult of the Dam lived amongst his troops.
Oh no.
And had them all executed, and had their bodies strung up in front of the keep to bait out local ravenous ghouls from hiding. High Commander Halford...
go on.
How does Naxxramas fly? With its 4 wings.
Leads players on a long quest chain that has a delve into the heart of Scourge operations in the crypts below, and one of the leaders of this operation is Ambo Cash.
Come on,
He has no pants.
What? What? Wait, what? He doesn't care, man. He's wearing his full armor and then no pants. That's how it is, dude.
Within these crypts are these funky low polygon gnome models that are just beating the shit out of these Forsaken guys. To my knowledge, the only other place we find NPCs that use these ancient models is within Naxxramas itself.
God damn. Oh.
Feels the herald of your doom.
But the real reason why we're in this haunted maze is to kill a lich named Thilzan the Duskbringer.
Ooh.
This lich was previously named Inigo Montoy, who players gave Kel'Thuzad's phylactery to in Classic. Little did we know that he was an agent of the Scourge,
of course,
and returned the phylactery to Arthas, and was turned into a lich himself. And this is ultimately the reason why we see Naxxramas and Kel'Thuzad return again in Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, that's definitely the reason, guys. It's not because Blizzard likes reusing assets. No. It's the lore. It's the lore. That's why.
Completely forgot to look for my phylactery. Fools.
Now players have to right their wrongs and fight Thilzan, and when they engage him in combat, he says, "My name is Inigo Montoy. You killed my lich. Prepare to die."
Okay.
Okay, no, he doesn't say that, but it would be funny if he did.
What? Okay.
Over on the other side of the zone is the Horde base called Agmar's Hammer,
I know, man.
led by Overlord Agmar himself.
Ooh.
Agmar plays a large role in having the Tonka become a part of the Horde.
Oh yeah, the
Tonka. To be
Tonka.
honest, there really is no lore about the Tonka.
They just look weird, man. Like, this looks weird. I don't know what it is about it, but like, their faces are so strange.
They're bison-flavored Tauren that live in the snow. I mean, they didn't even give female Tonka new models.
Yeah.
Anyways, Overlord Agmar would later return in the Isle of Conquest battleground with High Commander.
Oh yeah, the battleground everybody loves, dude. Isle of Conquest is so fun, dude.
Wormbane being his counterpart, which is the commander I referenced earlier in this video. But the real reason why I wanted to talk about Agmar's hammer is to talk about what lurks within the spire of the fortress, to show something that represents the true brutality of the Horde.
Okay.
It's an orphanage. But not just any orphanage.
What?
It's the shittiest orphanage in all of Azeroth.
That is messed up.
Here we find 7 Tonka babies just left on a wooden floor.
Jesus!
Clearly, the Blizzard developer who decorated this place wanted to spend the least amount of effort possible when designing it.
He just didn't care.
Other things located within Dragonblight are the Nerubians, the Scarlet Crusade, and some more dragon stuff, which I'm going to skip over because I've already made videos about all 3 that went into excruciating detail.
Yeah, I remember.
Link down below. So, let's travel to our next zone called Borean Tundra. Wait, it's called Borean Tundra.
Not boring. Borean, yeah. This zone is it's okay, it's okay.
Borean Tundra is a frozen wasteland that is true to its name because, yeah, no, it's actually pretty boring. But that doesn't mean that there isn't some interesting stuff in the zone. Alliance players will land in Valiant's Keep, where they are dealing with an unending Nerubian assault.
I think the intro to this zone is pretty cool, but the rest of the zone is kind of boring.
More dangerous foes are hiding within their defenses.
Yeah.
Cult of the Damned members lurk behind every corner within their fortress, and not even their leadership is safe. The captain of the keep is a man named General Arlos, but his advisor, Counselor Talbot,
he's an evil boy.
is not who he says he is.
He's an evil boy.
In reality, he is Prince Valinar, Overlord of the Scourge in the Borean Tundra, who is pulling the strings behind the scenes. During one of the final quests in the zone for Alliance players, we find out that he has mind-controlled General Arlos and a woman named Larissa, and brings them to the top of his flying death fortress called the Naxxramas.
This is a cool quest, though.
The infiltration and control of the Alliance power structure by our cultists is well underway. The power you've bestowed upon me has granted me great mental influence over human minds.
Yes.
I bear these offerings as proof of my progress.
During this cinematic quest, we kill the prince, but death is never the end for a member of the Scourge.
Nope.
During the Ice Crown Citadel raid, Valinar...
Yeah, he's like one of the 3 princes, right? Yeah, you gotta kill them at the same time.
...returns in the Blood Princess fight, where he says,
Naxxramas was merely a setback.
This is an obvious reference to the Kael'thas Sunstrider, who has a popular meme phrase...
Oh my god. He's using footage from Taru WoW Guides. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Taru WoW Guides is a person who used to make WoW videos about gold farming. Holy cow, that's a really old school content creator. He used to make like gold guides all the time. Jeez.
Community where he goes,
but Tempest Keep was merely a setback.
These two characters have
I loved his videos. Yeah, they were really cool. He used to make gold guides.
Absolutely nothing in common. Blizzard just wanted to make a random reference.
Taru.
Okay, back to Valiant.
Hey guys, welcome. It's Taru WoW. Yeah.
Keep. Okay, there's just one last thing I have to mention, okay? And it's the Alliance's horrible interior design skills.
Oof.
Okay, look in this inn. We got 1 picture of canyons.
That's totally ugly.
2 pictures of canyons. 3 pictures of canyons.
They like canyons.
4 pictures of canyons.
They like
Look,
canyons.
Guys, it's okay to take more than 3 seconds to decorate a place, okay? Over here at Fizz Crank Airstrip, I'm going to mention something super quick. Okay, so the main narrative of this part of the zone is that there's an evil mechanome named Gearmaster Mechazod who's trying to turn all of the gnomes into cyborg robots to return
I hated these quests, man. Oh,
them to their robotic selves before the Curse of Flesh.
Jesus.
But that is literally the exact same concept used in the story for Mechagon in Battle for Azeroth. Like, the exact same, except these robotic gnomes are different, but are also called mechanomes. They just look a lot weirder. But hey, nobody reads quest text, so I guess you can just reuse the same narrative, right?
Easy clap.
Alright, I saved the most memorable faction for last. Within this raised hunter encampment, the members of the nature
it's like the I remember
preservation
this.
group called D.E.T.A convene.
You're
D.E.T.A
hunting
stands
down
for the Druids of Ethical and Humane Treatment of Animals, and they are an aggressive group of druids willing to stop at nothing to deal with the mistreatment of animals within the zone. The quests they give you involve hunting down
you're hunting down poachers and stuff like that. I remember this quest,
crazed poachers, but if you kill any animals around the camp,
then they get pissed.
Covered in innocent animal blood. And if you dare walk
and you have to like go into some water to like wash it off.
Towards the D.E.T.A camp, they will attack you on sight.
Yeah.
So, one way to cleanse yourself of your animal killing sins is to jump in a body of water and wash off all of that baby animal blood. Now, I saved the best lore for last.
Oh, lore!
Over here at the Winterven village, there is a D.E.T.A member in a Murloc suit named
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
King Murgle, who's trying to study the Murlocs from afar. But after a Makura named Calaxmus decimated their Murloc home, they made King Murgle their new ruler. Also, we never find the king out of his suit.
This is so random. Wait,
so I'm pretty sure he is the only canonical furry in the Warcraft universe. We later find King Murgle in the Cataclysm, helping in Hyjal when doing the Protectors of Hyjal daily quest.
Really?
Then we find him in Legion, helping another Murloc tribe called the Murkloc tribe. Yeah.
He's just leader of the Murky. He's just like a Murloc. He likes Murlocs.
Creative name there. But, in Battle for Azeroth, we find the king in Nazjatar, where he has an entire restaurant called Murgle's Bar in Gil, and it's filled with Murloc patrons, and oh my, just look at it. Oh my, it's beautiful.
Dude, he came a long way.
We're ending the video here.
Oh. Dude, I like these videos, man. Platinum WoW makes some amazing lore videos for WoW. He makes some really, really good stuff, man. I will link the video in the chat. Obviously, guys, go show some support to Platinum WoW. He makes some really, really good stuff. There it is, guys. There it is. He makes some really good videos, guys. Make sure you check them out. He makes some good stuff. Go support him out. Go support and like and sub to him. He is a really, really good guy.